So what I'm doing right now is I lit up the interior here so that I can now like build at night because I'm tired of walking. Walking sucks. I'm glad that they added sprinting to the game. I like walking. It's like I like running. It's just fast enough to run, and like you can still choose to walk, and I do frequently choose to walk. But you can run if you want to like get around. You know, if you're walking through a mine, and so I need food. It's like I can't dick around anymore. I can't. I can't dick around anymore. I gotta just do it. I gotta just make the stuff that I gotta make. Also, I'm done with these crafting tables. Give me some crafting stations. I'm done with these vanilla crafting tables. Forget it. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know why I was using those. There's a bunch of when I started recording this video, I thought like, oh, I'm gonna start in like a very vanilla mode, and I kind of have. I'm still doing a very sort of vanilla set of activities here, and so I was using the basic crafting table, but the whole time I kept making little mistakes, and that wouldn't have been as big of a deal. This is not what I want. I want a hoe. In fact, that's not what I want to. I'm gonna make a diamond hoe. Screw you guys. No, I shouldn't do it. I'm gonna make an amethyst hoe. That's what I'll do. I'll make an amethyst hoe. Modded diamond. I need my diamonds for important stuff. Yeah, I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft so much. It's great. I just keep coming back to it, and I only really play like I play I play a lot of games, but I play evergreen games. Like I like to find these games that I can come back to year after year, and like I'll fall out of love with them for a time, and then I'll play them again. So StarCraft is similar for me. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna dig a little channel here. I'm gonna dig a little channel for my crops. I like to use sometimes having a boost to your mining actually sucks because of what you just saw. You like dig too much. There. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna make a little walkway out of wood on this side. That's gonna be a little walkway, so I can walk around the crops nicely. And then I'm gonna put the crops right up to the edge here. Spider's probably gonna come over and kill me. But I clicked a bed, so come at me, spiders. I don't think I'm gonna do this. I was about to do like a box around the crops, but I think I'm not gonna do a box around the crops. I think this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna clear this out. I'll probably start here, and then this is gonna be my little farm, where I'm gonna farm some food. I don't know what season it is, so we have Serene Seasons installed along with Biomes of Plenty. And Serene Seasons is awesome, and I don't know what season it is. So the way that I'm gonna find out is why I grabbed my bone meal and converted it to bone meal. That's why I grabbed my bone and converted it to bone meal. Was because I wanted to bone meal some things and see if they grow in order to determine what season we're in, or like an approximation of what season we're in. Excuse me. So I'm gonna bone meal this. It's what is this? Wheat. It's wheat seeds, right? Wheat. Summer and autumn. It's probably spring. Yeah, it's spring. I just bone mealed it. Nothing happened. It's spring. I need a compost box. I need a compost box. Everybody needs a compost box. This is one way to deal with your modded inventory as well, as like your like enormous number of modded. I'll make 2. Sure, why not? Enormous number of modded seeds and things. It's the compost box, and I keep adding. I keep tweaking it. I keep adding more stuff to the compost box. So then it's good. You can throw stuff in there. I don't think you can get into it though. That's too bad, eh? This is from Canny Composter. We're not using. We have MC Future Future MC installed, which maybe this version doesn't add a composter, or I took it out because we didn't want to have two composters. But yeah, it's not the right season for this stuff, so... And I don't have anything to make greenhouse glass with, so what I'm going to have to do here is go in my home, find spring edibles. Potato. A potato is spring. Summer. No, I can't start... See, this is really cool. Eh? Like, you can't start roots, the roots mod or bewitchment or something. You can't just start the roots mod anytime. It's got to be summer. You start the roots mod in summer. And I love that. I love that so much. And it's our seasons are configured to be a week. Each season lasts a week in the real world, right? So like when it's right now it's spring, and I think spring just started. It's like either early spring or late. I can't do rice. That's sacred to me. I gotta have a proper setup for rice. Can't eat hellebore seeds. Holy moly, spring is just not a good time to be alive. I'm just going to have to live off of potatoes and aubergine, probably. Oh, I got more aubergine over there. Aubergine. I say eggplant, but, you know, the tooltip said aubergine, so I said aubergine. Yeah, so it's going to be spring for a week, a whole week, which is cool because it's like, it means you have to rotate your crops, or you don't have to rotate your crops, but like, if you're cool like me, you'll rotate your crops. You'll if you're active in a base, if you're actively like working on a particular base, if you're living in one place. Yeah, see, look at that. It's definitely spring. That's evidence. I gathered evidence that it's spring. There we go. More. And yeah, you rotate your crops, right? And you'll have like a box that's like the spring box. This is how I do it anyway. I can get all the seeds, I guess. You have a box that's like the box for spring and like the box for summer. And then it'll just have the seeds that you know you're going to need for that. These are perennial eggplant seeds. I just missed them. I just missed the config, you know. I got to put that in. I got to add that to my Trello board and get that set up sometime, because we shouldn't have... Like, I love the seasons. I want people to suffer in winter. That's the key, right? I want people to like build a store of food, so they have extra food for winter. And the first time that they experience winter, I want them to be like, "What the heck? Why are trees growing so slowly? Why is my bone meal not working? Why can't I do Botania?" That's another one that you can't start. You can't start Botania in winter. Let me start Botania right now, while I wait for all these crops to grow. Rose bush? I'm gonna need a quern. I'm getting distracted. I should eat. Let me eat these cherries. Nom, 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 nom. Eat these cherries, and yeah, I'll make a quern so that I can grind up flowers to make floral fertilizer to start Botania. Botania is a key mod, very clutch, because it's got the catalysts. Not the mod named Catalyst. These guys, these are awesome. They're so good. I love it. And then also the floral dyes. Cyan powder in particular is very important for greenhouse glass, right? That's the tech, this guy. And it takes a lot of cyan, cayenne. That would be a Final Fantasy VI reference there. Cayenne. Yeah, it takes a lot of right. It takes a lot of cyan dye. Yeah, all right. I need some yellow flowers. How did I end up with no yellow flowers? I guess I must go outside of the wall. This is starting to annoy me. So there's currently no way to get up. So I'm going to put a way to get up. I'm going to put it right here. And it's just going to be a staircase that's going to go up. And then I'm going to have, like, the planks will go probably around it. I need crafting station. And then I need stairs, stairbles, boop, 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 just like that. And then I think I'll probably do it lined up with this thing, which I don't know whether I like that or not. I'll know soon. Oh yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it because I'm planning to put crossbars right here, and then this is going to block the crossbar. So, gonna have to move this maybe 2 blocks back. It starts here. It's gonna be. It's funny because I'm trying to do something, right, and then I get distracted by doing something else, and then it's gonna be nighttime, and then I won't be able to do the thing that I was trying to do if I even remember what that was. I want to bonk my head, so this has got to stop right there, and that is okay. What was I doing? Oh yes, yellow flowers, red and yellow flowers. So here's some red flowers. I mean, I already have red rose bush. But now I'm going to have yellow. Yellow is the other important one. Botania. Yeah, I might not even do. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I might be in a sleepy haze. I might be coming down with something as well. But you know, persevere. Just got to keep going. And this goes down now. Very nice. And then I got to make a quern. How do I make a quern? Like this. Quern from rustic. I'll take one of those. And I'll take one of those. And then I got to make a... It's not rustic, it's rustichromia. I need one of these too, a hand crank, which means I need more of these. Oh boy. Hand crank. And then, ooh. Where am I gonna put my quern? I can't put it outside. That doesn't feel right. I'm gonna put it outside. I'm gonna put it right here, and then I'm gonna build a little thing to keep it dry. And oops, where's my bench? It's over there. I'm gonna build another bench. There should just be benches everywhere. Sometimes I love making floors. Everybody does this. This is not unique. But sometimes I like. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I'll put it over here. I think I'll put it right here, and then it'll be part of this thing. Making the floors out of crafting tables, because then you just have lots of crafting surfaces. And then also, like, Arcane Archives has Radiant crafting table, and this makes a very nice light fixture. You attach it to the ceiling, and it's pretty flush with the ceiling, and then it's also a crafting surface, and it remembers, it has its own internal inventory. That's very nice. I don't know, it doesn't work in every base because it's quite it's quite a look. You know, but if you're making a fancy base, then maybe it's gonna work. I'm gonna make some fence. I remember the recipe for fence. I probably need more fence, but let's start with that. Right? I can't just toss a quern outside of my hut, or into the corner of my 9x9 room and be satisfied with that. I can't. I must decorate as I go. And it was a friend. It was actually a friend. I was exploring their base, and they just had a much nicer base than me. And I was like, how do you make it so nice? And they were like, decorate as you go, And I don't think they realized how profoundly that affected me. But that was like one of the things that began me down the route of like, don't try to build enormous things. Build little things that do exactly what you need them to do now, and then change them later. Like, now look at this. Now look what I got. I got one of these. All I need now is for this roof to be slanted, and I'll be happy. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, right. This is unnecessary. I'm doing this right now because I just wanted to show you. That's how you do the quern, right? Manual quern. I can make a windmill, but the windmill doesn't typically get up to I would actually get up to enough R. Do I make a windmill? I think the thing that's going to make this for me is the bone. Bone meal is only 1 R, right? Yeah. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a windmill. I'm going to make it. I'm doing this just for you. I'm doing this for me. I put that there. And then I got a crafting table right here. Isn't this convenient? And axle. Need probably a bit more axle. What I like to do, this is like the cheap. I'm building, no, oh god. I'm building this windmill on the cheap. I'm gonna get up there. Can I run yet? Yes, I can run. And what I like to do is you don't need a gearbox. This is a little known fact. In the world, there are, it is a thing to build horizontal windmills. That's real. I didn't just make that up. I like Googled it because I don't like to just, I discovered that you could build windmills horizontally in Rustic Chromia, but I'm not just going to exploit that. I'm not just going to like build them horizontally because like, oh, you can build them horizontally. There has to be some kind of precedent for that in the real world. And there is, fortunately, there are horizontal windmills, right? Because you just think about like, the angle, big windmill. Go big or go broke. Sticks. Go stick or go stoke. Stokes. Spokes. Oh, no. That's not. Oh, don't you just love modded Minecraft? Yes. Yes, we do. And that. Okay. And then I'm going to put that up there and it's just going to spin nicely. I'm going to put it right on top. Right on top. Could I even put it? No, I couldn't. I was like, could I put it in this hole? But I think that it would interact with. It's not spinning at all. Oh my god, that's not spinning at all. In a storm. I guess I'm just not high up. I've been on a mountain. I've been on mountains recently, and the R is amazing up there. You get like 12 R on a sunny day. Maybe I'll try building the little one. And see if that makes a difference. I don't actually, I like studied Rustic Chromia a little bit. I never looked at the code, but I like studied it in creative mode to try to like understand all of the weird little ins and outs because it's amazing. It's a great mod. If you're out there, Rustic Chromia people, your mod is, I appreciate it so much. It's awesome. And it seems to me that the smaller windmill will like pick up a little bit of R, yeah, a little bit faster, right? Because it weighs less. I mean, it makes perfect sense. It weighs less. And then the adding them, what was that? Adding the additional, you can add additional. Whatchamahoozits? What are those things called? Blades, windmill blades. You can add additional windmill blades, and that seems to do something. But I don't know if it's good or not. The other thing I'm gonna do is just because I like to know, not Mistcraft, mystical. Just because I like to know, I'm gonna make one of these mechanical dials. Oh, it means I need a gold plate. I don't have any gold. Okay, well, I'm not gonna make a mechanical dial because I don't have any gold. Round and round we go, like a windmill, The other thing I think I'm going to do is make these planks. I don't like that the windmill is being rained on right now. And like the wind, like I'm going to build a little house for the windmill and like the wind, do you see what I'm doing here? Do you see the logic? I need another crafting table on the roof. Why isn't there a crafting table on this roof? Give me a crafting table on the roof. Do you see the logic, right? Like I don't want the windmill to get all like rained on and snowed on and stuff, and then the wind that it is using to mill is coming. It's not coming from up, right? It's coming across and pushing these blades. Um, I inhaled deeply there. I don't know what that sounds like for YouTubers, but I don't like that this is floating, obviously, and I don't have a chisels and bits. It's not a possibility for me right now. Okay, I am gonna have to leave this for later. I'm gonna have to just come back to this because I would use chisels and bits to create like a small little struts to like hold this thing up. I'm gonna come back and do that later as soon as I have chisels and bits, which is coming soon because I mentioned before that I wanted to have cross beams right here. A little cross beam going across there makes all the difference. Things that are like making things ribbed makes all the difference in the world. Okay, where was I? Floral fertilizer. Oh yeah. So then I was making floral fertilizer, and I said to myself, I don't have any seeds, and I need some seeds. I use these rice seeds. I'm gonna pull all of this stuff in here. Anything that's not, I'm not gonna do witchery. Throw these all in here. I'm not gonna do witchery. I'm doing witchery in another base right now, so I don't need to do witchery in every base. Can't do chili peppers. That I gotta fix that. Add that to the Trello, and that's gonna make some fertilizer. Seeds I need probably for next year. Lettuce, I'll figure that stuff out. Right now I just want saplings. Oh, saplings. They're a godsend when it comes to fertilizer. Just love saplings. Maybe I'll take one so that I can have a tree, you know, over there. Maybe it's good to have trees in Minecraft. And chili peppers still not working. Okay. Yeah, now I got some compost. And then where's my crafting table? I don't have a crafting table. We get these guys in here. Oops. That's your floral fertilizer, right? And then if it's not winter and you've got floral fertilizer, then you got Botania, right? And I think this is so much better than the default. I'm not going to do the whole Botania thing. I literally just wanted to do that once just to like show off Botania. That's so much better than having glowing flowers in every biome, in every forest, in everywhere in the world. That's not game design. Botania is amazing, and the 1.12.2 pack, is great. Like we really enjoyed it, but like just putting everything everywhere is not game design, right? And like it or not, mod pack is a game. It's a different game than Minecraft, and it needs to be designed. It's someone is going to play it, right? Like you just want, if you're making something for someone, you want to make it well. Yeah, that sounded way too critical. Obviously the goal with the 1.12.2 pack is just to have a, rip roaring good time. It's not meant to be subtle. It's meant to be bombastic. It's a celebration of all the mods, much like all the mods is a celebration of all the mods. So I'm just sleepy, maybe grumpy. That's why I said those bad things that I said. But that is like, that is the reason that I started making this mod pack, was because it was so wacky and chaotic in those other mod packs. Make a box, maybe. I'm running out of wood. I'll make a box. Put some coal in that box so that yeah, sure, why not? So that I always have coal in here. I'm gonna move this stuff. I already mentioned that. I'm gonna move it upstairs. What am I doing? I'm waiting for food. Waiting for food. And then I'm gonna go back to mining. Because can I just eat these baked potatoes? Can I just make... Oh, you know what I could probably have done? It's probably something I could just make out of random foods, like trail mix. It's made from random seeds. This is okay. This is okay. Yeah. Whoa, that's a lot of mandrake seeds. Mandrake's awesome. Because of the stuff you can do with it, right? Yeah. I just wordlessly threw a bunch of cobblestone into the furnaces. The plan with that is to finish off this wall, right? It's got to be 1 block higher all the way around. And then probably in the morning I'll have to go and get more wood, because I ended up using all of the wood that I got specifically for putting pillars on this wall. I used it all for like random things over here, like this quern that literally serves no purpose right now. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna just put these in the box. Organic. This is the organic stuff box. The potatoes, yeah, I'm not gonna just eat them right now. That would be that would lack. Whoa! I just invented a thing. Oh, I just invented a thing. You guys, you're my food now. Oh my gosh, I just invented a thing. That's just incredible. This is amazing. You know, I'm freaking out here. This is a source of food. They just go in there. They just go right in there. All I need to do is get off of my crops. Yes. Get into my belly. Oh my god, this is great. You know, this is amazing. I'm gonna cook those up right now. I don't need to fish. I just created an automatic. How does that? Why do they all go in there? It's just entropy, I suppose, right? Like they're just flopping around randomly, and then occasionally, inevitably, they will flop in each of these squares, and then they will flop in this square, and then they will die. That's just entropy. That's so cool. Incidental fish factory. I'm very pleased. Fish also, like incidentally, fish can be dried into fish jerky. Yes, that's true, but you can also dry cooked fish into leather, right? Tough fish. You can make your leather armor out of that. You can make who wears leather armor? I sometimes wear leather armor, but not a normal thing. But you know what I mean. Like that's awesome. Don't take all my coal. I need another box. I got these windmill axle stuffs, and I'm gonna put them over here with the quern. You know, this is modded Minecraft. Inventory management is modded Minecraft. Inventory management is this summer. Inventory management is modded. They should make a modded Minecraft the movie, and it should also have Jack Black in it, but maybe not as Steve. Okay. Yeah, I feel really good about this. I've got a source of food that just fell into my lap completely randomly. That's awesome. Look at those hearts. Boom. So then I'm gonna, what do I do? Continue the wall, continue the search for gold, continue the, I need to take a step back. I need to take a step back and consider my world. Fish. Oh, beautiful fish. This base is going to be, I was thinking about this afternoon. This base is going to be like my base of operations in this area, for sort of more broader exploration. I'm going to, exploration activities. Come here. I'm going to go in every direction, and I think I'm not going to wait for Botania. I think I'm not going to wait to make modded armor. I think what I'm going to do is just make bronze armor out of copper and tin. I think that's how you make bronze, because bronze armor, whoa, might have to cut that out. I don't know what's in my bronze armor is great. 6. Iron armor, 6. Yeah. And like bronze is, you know, it's kind of cheap. The durability is higher too, bronze. The bronze helmet gives you more armor. Yeah, bronze is great. Typically, mechanism is like a little too powerful. Like osmium, for example. It gives you... Oh, mechanism. Osmium is as common as iron ore in the overworld, right? Like the way that it's configured initially, if I were to mine out all the osmium I encountered, I would have more osmium ore than iron ore. And then by default, the way that it's set up in the configs, it's like as common or more common than iron, right? So like, what is the logic that makes you give it better stats than iron, like across the board? Like, this isn't even a decision. I don't know. I mean, I'm thankful for that. That's cool though, right? So I have tin. I don't have any copper because I haven't been mining at the in the modded strata. So I'm gonna go mining in the modded strata. I'm gonna make some copper armor. Where is the modded strata? That was some slate. Slate is cool. I'll get to that later. Don't distract me. I'm easily distracted. Where am I? 42. So I'm going to mine down here. Oh, there you go. That's the copper. That's the copper. Now we're in the modded strata. Now we know, right? Because we found the copper. There's also a book. I wrote a book. I don't just like to talk. I also like to write. I wrote a book for this pack, and I'll make it. I'm not going to make it right now. It's a guide to the overworld by John von Draxer, and you need a representative sample. You need to prove that you did vanilla, right? You need a piston, you need some lapis, some wheat, and a sapling. And then if you've done the vanilla thing, then you're okay. You're ready for modded. And so you can craft the guidebook, and it tells you with more detail and accuracy than the JER. It tells you where you find all of the different ores, and it tells you how to start different. Well, it's not finished. It will tell you how to. Whoa! No, I don't like this. Do you see what I see? Cobbed stone. I don't like it. And I have my copper. So screw you, cobbed stone. Cobbed stone. I'm out of here. All right. And then I'm gonna need to turn this into dust. And there's a couple of ways to do that. Tin dust. Pulverized tin, yeah. This is probably the cheapest way. It doesn't double anything. Quartz grindstone is also pretty cheap, but then it requires you to like stand there doubling your ores, which I enjoy the sort of rhythmic doubling of ores early in the game, and it means you have to do less mining. That's cool. But I think just for making my armor, I'm probably just gonna like just make one of these mortar and pestle. Mortar, pestle. Which is the vessel? The mortar or the pestle? It's the mortar. The mortar is the vessel. And did I have any? No, I gotta cook this log. Hello. Hello, sunshine. Good morning, starshine. I'm gonna continue to build this wall a little bit. And then I'm gonna go punch some trees. Yeah, I'm gonna need half slabs on top of this, you know, to prevent mobs from spawning, but without having to light it up. And then also, you may notice that I threw a bunch of torches on the ground. That's no good, right? Gradually, over time, I'm going to replace all those torches with some kind of consistent lighting source. But I haven't chosen what it's going to be for this base. It's different for different bases. It depends on... Ooh. Okay, this whole thing was just a bad idea. This was just ill-conceived. Just ill-conceived. Just gonna abort that right there. Done. I will do something later with this, but I'll do it using chisels and bits so that I don't mess up the safety of my abode, of my domain. I'm gonna go punch trees. Oh, I'm gonna turn off that ugly yellow stuff. I really wish that there was, I don't know, a better way than the ugly yellow stuff. The ugly yellow stuff is indispensable. It's great, but it's also just ugly and yellow. Yeah, it's really good. Minecraft, you know, I don't know, do I want to take out this big tree? I'm kind of making this hill a little bald. I haven't actually been replanting anything. You know what I'm going to start doing? Do a little bit of this. I'm going to start doing a little bit of this. Just because it gives... I do this because it gives the world a sense of lived in, you know, having been lived in. And it, you know, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit. Somebody will come along here and they'll be like, oh, this is the, like this, it's a story, right? Like this is the hill where whoever lived in this place, you know, they'll come and they'll see that that someone built a walled structure, and they'll be like, oh, that's a human built that, because this is a mod pack where there aren't just random walled structures around generated, you know, by the procedural generation. Every time you see a wall, you know that somebody made it, some human, like me. I swear to God, I'm a human. And then they'll see this, you know, this little bald hill with a bunch of stumps and saplings and stuff, and they'll be like, oh, this is where that person, this is how they lived. Yeah, I like that. And it doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be a big deal. You just do it. You just decorate as you go, right? You decorate as you go. In the immortal words of that one friend, just decorate as you go. This needs one of these, right? Because I want to be able to walk. Eesh. This is gonna be awkward. Maybe this is enough. Am I gonna? Eesh. I kind of imagined like it jutting out a little bit, but like it's too close to this guy. I think what I'm gonna do, just so that this doesn't like plague me, is I'll just make it narrow like that. Oh, really? Okay. There you go. Yeah, that's better. This is ugly though, so I will use those stairs that I just harvested to make it less ugly. Slightly less ugly. Picky. Oof. Here we go. Yeah. The best. This is awful. This is worse. The best staircase, under the staircase type stuff that I've seen is storage under the staircase with cabinets. It wouldn't really make sense here. Because, you know, I mean, you can tell why that wouldn't make sense. This also doesn't look great, but yeah, I'm satisfied with that. That's enough. That's enough. How are we doing here? We got some more poop. Yes. All right. We got some more potatoes. Not that I need potatoes anymore. I just eat the fish that pile up in here. Where are they? Was that like short-lived? Is that not a thing? Are they not? I know that they respawn. Did I kill them all and then that stopped them from spawning? I don't know. I don't know how Minecraft works. Yeah, okay, right. So I need more stone. I can run again. This is wonderful. I need more stone. But that's okay because I made more stone. And then I'm gonna touch up that wall. I think I can do it at night. I'm also gonna make that mortar and pestle. Mort, pes. Oh, that's great. It took the charcoal. Did you see that? It took the charcoal from the adjacent furnace. That's cool. And look at how many mortars we have. We need like mortar unification. My feeling is that they're made with different materials. So like you've got like maybe a limestone mortar for one kind of thing, and like it. I think about these things. Yes, right. This one, the pestle. There it is. That's the pestle. And then we have a mortar and a pestle. So we got to place them in world. What am I going to be grinding with these? I'm going to be grinding rock. That's pretty wild, eh? 2, 3, 4, 5. Pestle. Where'd the pestle go? It's at my feet, right? Where'd the pestle go? Oh, it's in the furnace. My inventory has become somewhat modded. B. Oh! What the heck? I took these out. I thought I took these out. I meant to take these out. It's got to go in the Trello board. The reason is because we have another way of making gall apples from Mystical World that's like more interesting than the oak apple galls. You use the oak apple galls to make iron gall ink. And that is all you do with it, but it's pretty cool. Iron gall ink is cool, and you can use it to what can you do with iron gall ink? There's Mistcraft applications, I think. I don't want to get sidetracked. Tap. Did that do it? Yeah, I got 5 pulverized. And then tap. I got 5 of those. What's the recipe for bronze? I think it's 2 copper, 1 tin. Bronze. 3 copper, 1 tin. So actually I'm not really 3. Oh, perfect. Yeah, 3 copper, 1 tin. I am equipped with the right number, the right ratio. It's too bad it takes more copper than tin. Copper is kind of more useful than tin, right? So, boom. Cook. 20 is not enough. Pop quiz for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I'm going to need 3 more pieces to make a full set of armor. I'll make an amethyst sword. Unless I used the last. I'll make a diamond sword, maybe? No, I'll just make something. I don't need to be a killer. Oh, good. Perfect. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. 1. Come on. Oh, no. You're not allowed to do that. Shift click. And 1. There you go. That'd be cool if you could just put a bunch of stuff in the mortar and pestle and blend them all up. Where did that go? Oh, it went in there. Man, crafting station next to a furnace. Be careful. with your crafting station next to a furnace. All right, so that's cool. So that's going to be armor. I put this door in here. I put the rest of this stuff in here. I got my food. I got my buckets. I don't have a clock yet. So maybe I'll go continue looking for... Gotta put the pestle back in the mortar. It's very convenient. You can store your pestle in your mortar. Yeah. Gold. Not finding any gold. Finding lots of diamond. I'm probably only gonna find... I'm gonna find 2 gold. That's what's gonna happen. Is I'm gonna find 2 gold or 3. Because irony, the law of irony in the universe. And make sure not to. There we go. And then I'm gonna need to like double. You know, I'll need to make a quartz grindstone or something. I should probably just get 3 pieces of quartz ahead of time now. Like the next time that I see some quartz, like right now I'm about to see some quartz, and I should just get it. Get her. That was a Gravity Falls reference. Gravity Falls is great. And oh, is that? No, that was osmium. I don't need osmium. What I need is Certus quartz. Give me the Certus quartz. No, no, of course, right? I'm always finding Certus quartz when I don't need it, and then as soon as I need it, it is nowhere to be found, and that is something, you know, there's something deep. Oh, never mind. So there you go. As soon as I start talking about how deep and interesting it is that I'm not finding any Certus quartz, boom, I find some Certus quartz. It's like a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. But it is kind of cool. I think ideas like synchronicity. Synchronicity is like the experience of these days. It's easy to explain synchronicity as your phone is just spying on you. So you know, you say some word. I'm not going to give an example just in case I embarrass myself. But you hear a word for the first time, or you and your friend have a conversation about something, and then like you see, you know, I mean, in the modern world, it's an ad. You see an ad. What a banal existence. You see an ad for that thing the next day, and you're like, oh, weird, right? And that's called synchronicity. Although, you know, I think when they coined the term, they weren't imagining. Thank you, Torch, for breaking all that gravel for me. They weren't imagining the dystopian cyber or post-apocalypse that we live in now. Where was I going with that? Synchronicity. I love the idea, and I love the idea of, even if you don't necessarily believe in something. Like I don't believe in much. I do believe in lots of stuff. I mean, what I mean is like I don't think that UFOs built the pyramids. I don't think that there's a God. I don't think that there's an afterlife. I'm not like sold on those. You know, if there is an afterlife, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. There was an afterlife. You know, or if I discover unrefutable proof in my lifetime of the afterlife, then, you know, I won't continue to disbelieve it. I think that's the nature of just knowing things, right? You don't know what you know, you just believe. It's statistical. You know, knowledge is probabilistic. It's statistical. But I do like the idea of, and maybe this is what I call spirituality. I like the idea of metaphors, helpful metaphors that allow you to live a more fulfilling life. Right? So like if believing in God helps somebody, or an afterlife helps somebody live a more fulfilling life, like, then that's cool. And when somebody talks to me and they say like, you know, oh, I feel so blessed by, you know, this or that. I hope I'm not alienating potential audience members here. Not that I expect I actually have an audience. But when somebody starts talking about something like spirituality or aliens or God or whatever, in my brain, I just do a translation that, oh, this is a metaphor. This person is speaking in metaphors. They're speaking in metaphors that are helpful to them. And, you know, it doesn't matter to me so much that they, whether they truly believe what they're saying or whether they're sort of speaking in metaphors. It's not so important. And what that allows me to do is benefit in my own life from certain parts of spirituality without sort of losing the rational ground on which I stand. I guess, you know? Yeah, so like growing, raising my kid, I've always sort of told him that there is life in everything, and that we should respect things because there is life in everything. You know, there is a way that it is to be a rock. Rocks are, and they experience their being, and that helps. If you believe that, you know, a flower bud has an experience, then you won't, you know, pick it. Oh, it's the gold, the gold. I have searched long, and I've searched hard for the gold. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that got weird. How did I get onto that? I was talking about Certus quartz. Oh yeah, Certus quartz, and then the universe conspiring against me, and spirituality. Yep. Pop, pop, pop. Here we are. That's the sound of the ideas popping off the stack in my brain, right? Yeah, Ramblecraft. Maybe I'll call this series Ramblecraft. It doesn't really roll off the tongue though, so maybe I won't. I'm gonna get this tin now that I'm kind of. I don't have a shovel. I'm not gonna take a moment to build the shovel, and I don't need everything to be everything all the time. I will take this coal though, and then I will take that gold. Oh boy! And if it's not enough gold, I will go and I only got 2 pieces of Certus quartz. Come on, Certus quartz. See, isn't this cool? I know where Certus quartz spawns, so I can just be like, "Oh, do I need Certus quartz? Yeah, okay, I do." So then I just go to where it spawns and I get it. That's so much better than, you know, ooh. Oh, this is me. I just spooked myself. This is my cobble. I placed that cobble there. It's so much better than having to, you know, than your inventory just filling up with Certus quartz all the time, homogeneously everywhere you go. Oh, this is fun. Look at this. I'm gonna hit lava, aren't I? And it's better than, you know, having to like make a mining trip specifically for Certus quartz. Like, just knowing where things are and going to get them feels a lot more, I don't know, smooth. Not that I have encountered any Certus quartz. This is, once again, I got a lot of osmium that I don't want. Maybe I'll make that osmium armor because it's so busted. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I just want 1 piece of Certus quartz. I just finished talking about how convenient it is, universe, to you know. And so yeah, it's convenient for me, and it's meaningful. You know, it's a good metaphor to think of the universe, to think in terms of, you know, the universe conspiring against you. There you go. You give the universe a little bit of extra life, a little bit of extra respect. I'm not gonna. There you go. By giving it the ability to conspire against you, and then you just have to make sure that you don't lose yourself in those metaphors, right? That you keep them as long as they are working for you, and you don't let them control you. You know, you negotiate with them, much like you negotiate with a video game that you're playing. In order to have a good time, you got to negotiate with your beliefs as well, because your beliefs are in your head. And now I'm going to mine out the gold. Your beliefs are in your head. They take up space in there, and they've got powers over you. And but they're not you. This is 4. Oh yeah. Oh, this is. I don't have any space in my big modded inventory. My big modded inventory is too full of apples and gold. Okay, cool. So is this all lit up? Yes, it is. Yeah. right before I found the gold, I was gonna say something about I lost it, but that's okay. I found the gold. That's what matters. Up we go. I'm gonna make this watch, and then that's gonna be the end of the video. I'm gonna make the watch, and then I'm gonna close the video because that seems like a good place to stop. Here I am. Oh, I gotta smelt. I gotta smelt. Oh, my inventory is so full. Okay, bear with me for just another moment, please, while I smelt the gold. Feels bad just smelting gold straight up in a furnace without doubling it. Modded Minecraft. Tripling. Here's a nice native cluster. Here's a nice one. Native cluster from Thaumcraft. You make them in the Crucible. It's not hard to make a native cluster in a Crucible without creating any flux. And then once you have a native cluster, you can smelt it into 2, right? Or it costs almost nothing. Like there's no, you need metallum, a source of metallum and ordo, and it's different for each. No, it's metallum and ordo for each one. So you'll find a recipe that works for you, and then you put it in the quern at 20R. I will show you how to get 20R, and it turns into 3 pulverized iron. That is like the tech people. The tech people can triple their ores just by tripling their ores. They just pump the RF in here. But the magic people have part of the magic is cross mod shenanigans, right? Part of the thing with magic is you learn some cross mod shenanigans. Like the tech people, they just get into AE2, and then they don't care anymore about where things come from, right? Like the moderns, they're just like, yeah. I just push this button, and then it quintuples my ore, and that's life. But for us magic folks, I'm gonna put that right there. For us magic folks, it's not. You have to find weird combinations of things, to yeah, like doubling gold. You can. I really like this one, gold. If you have gold ingots, you can use them to create. Oh yeah, look at this. In a spinning wheel, you can use your gold ingot, your gold nugget, to create golden thread, and then you can you create 2 golden thread, and then you can smelt the golden thread into a gold nugget. So you can literally spin wheat into gold if you just have a seed, like a piece of gold nugget to start with. And then wheat and mandrake root or something, you can literally spin wheat into gold with bewitchment. And it's not in the bewitchment book, you have to notice that. I think that's really great. Yeah. All right, well, that's it.